مشاهدينا وين ما كنتوا عم بتتابعونا بلبنان وبالعالم وخاصة بكولومبيا. اليوم ضيف مميز رح نكون عم نتابع معه مسيرته السياسية بكولومبيا، خاصة مع الأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة، هؤلاء الأشخاص اللي هن عالميا مهمشين، لنشوف إذا بكولومبيا الحال كمان هي ذاتها. ضيفي السيد هايرو رابول كليوباتوسكي غيسايز. رح أطلع عليكم السيرة الذاتية باللغة الأجنبية على أمل تقضوا معنا بهالمقابلة أمتع الأوقات. He is a Colombian politician. He had served in the Congress of Colombia as a senator and a representative for the Capital District, and most recently as the 17th General Director of Coldeporte from 2010 to 2012. We are so honored to have you, Mr. Jairo Raul, with us in this interview. I hope that you give us more information about the situation of the disabled person in Colombia. So currently you are the High Counselor for the Disability in Colombia. What are the challenges that you are facing with the disabled people, and what are the difficulties? How was your trajectory in the politics field, and what is the great dream that you wish you could achieve with this population? What are your recommendations that you could give us or to give to the people who are in charge in other countries in order to root the joy and the human rights for the disabled people? عم بسأل السيد هايرو راول انه حضرته هلا مسؤول عن الشؤون بمجلس النواب كل ما يتعلق بذوي الاحتياجات الخاصه، شو هي الصعوبات اللي عم بيواجهها وشو هي الصعوبات اللي كمان واجهها بمسيرته السياسيه كلها، شو هو هدفه الاساسي او حلمه انه يقدر يوصل له مع هالاشخاص بكولومبيا، وشو هي النصائح يلي ممكن يقدمها للاشخاص اللي بيشتغلوا بهذا المجال بمختلف دول العالم ليزرعوا الفرحة بقلوب هؤلاء الأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة وخاصة يرسوا حقوق الإنسان.
In 1988, I found the civic independence movement for the young people of that time decided to work for a different Colombia, which would allow us to separate the policy we wanted to promote for the traditional one that I have been moving in the country. This work allowed me to reach the House of Representatives in Bogota in 1991. There we started the process and promote important projects for the disabled population, such as thinking about accessibility and the employment relationship of people with disability. Then, years later, I arrived at the Senate of the Republic, where all that work that we had been building was summarized in Law 361 of 1997 that modified 4 articles of the National Constitution of my country. At that time, a law guarantee of the right of people with disability. After a career as a political job as senator in 2010, I did not manage to be reelected. It was then that President Juan Manuel Santos called me and offered me the direction of the Minister of Sport, and I started to work with a national team that I had the opportunity to lead. We managed to increase the budget to supporting and development of the Colombian athletes in all disciplines. Work that was compensated when in the Olympic Games in London, Colombia obtained 8 Olympic medals. Subsequently, I was appointed by the President Santos as diplomat in Vancouver, Canada, where I achieved important commercial and strategic alliance for both countries. In 2017, I returned to Colombia and launched myself as a presidential candidate of the Republic of Colombia, but I did not achieve the necessary support for my compatriots. Today, I work alongside President Iván Duque and Vice President Marta Lucía Ramírez as Presidential Counselor for the Participation of People with Disability. Serving has always been the goal of my life, and I count on the blessing that my family, accompanies with that purpose. Currently, you are the highest counselor for disability in Colombia. What are the challenges in the Colombia for this population? On February 19, the Presidential Council for the Participation of People with Disability was created. Since then I took office, I came with many expectations and with the hope of working for a population framed in extreme poverty, in the need of to be heard and in the lack of education and opportunities. The challenges we find are reflected in the National Development Plan, where we draw 4 routes for these 4 years. Firstly, the greatest challenge is to meet the goal of linking people with disability in the private sector and in the country's public entities in the order to highlight the capability of our population. Secondly, inclusive education has to be a flag so that children and adolescents with disability can build their future. Today, we are studying how to make higher education institutions also join the guarantee through inclusions. The third challenge we have as a government in decent housing for the population. We want to guarantee programs that focus on the accessibility and quality of life for all Colombians without exception. What are the greatest difficulties for having raising awareness in society? In Colombia, population with disability has been abandoned by the state for more than 200 years when the Republic was established. One of the difficulties we have faced in the need to educate a Colombian society starting with a theme of language and expression toward the population with disability. But I believe that we have made progress where we no longer look at the disabled population with pity and sick people, but today we highlight their capability as how much they can contribute as a nation. This change has opened the doors for us to work through inclusions. Fourth question. What is the recommendation could you give to the people who are in charge of this great responsibility in the country in order to direct towards the employment of human rights of this population? The first recommendation is a change of attitude when we refer and think about the population with disability. Being born with a disability of needed and wheelchair due to an accident is not a personal decision. If it is good, the circumstances for whatever everyone wants to believe. Fortunately, we are in the age where great strides have been made in the guaranteeing the right of people with disability, including their caregiver and families. Government, we must also think about those individuals who many times have to put aside their own dreams to take care of a person with a disability. Highlighting the capability of others, I consider that it is the first step to understand the concept of inclusion. Because I'm sitting in a wheelchair, it doesn't make me less than anyone, nor does it mean that I cannot achieve my goals, an illusion. On the contrary, this life challenge motivated us to fight the only thing missing in opportunity and trust of society in people with disabilities. 5 question. What is the great dream for which you work from the Disability Council in Colombia? The greatest dream is to live a public policy that lasts over time regardless of the government that thinks and watches over the rights of people with disability, their caregivers and family. Also see our population in great position where their participation in their model and example leaving a stigma behind. I want to see a Colombia working together, that the people who suffer from any of the 7 disabilities we have at the moment can be only one voice and as a president, Ivan Duque says, this is how we can build.
Thank you so much for all the information you gave us, Mr. Jairo Raul, and we are so honored again to have you with us. أنا بإيجاز رح أقوم بترجمة الأمور يلي قالها السيد جايرو رابول على أمل مشاهدينا بكولومبيا وبلبنان تكون مقابلة نالت إعجابكم. بيقول إنه بال 1988 أسس التيار المدني المستقل لأشخاص بوقتها قرروا يشتغلوا ليكونوا القدوة لكولومبيا جديدة ولمعالم كولومبية جديدة ومختلفة. وبيقول إنه قدرنا من وراء السياسات يلي وضعناها انه نشتغل بكتير جدية. هالعمل خلينا نكون ممثلين او يكون هو ممثل ببوغوتا عام 1991 وبلش العمل على برامج للاشخاص المعوقين. بعد كم سنة صار نائب سناتور وكل الشغل يلي كنا نعمله هو تلخيص لقانون 361 على 97 يعني سنة 1997 يلي عدل 4 مواد من دستور البلاد. بعام 2010 الرئيس الكولومبي خوان مانويل عرض عليه إدارة وزارة الشباب وبلش يشتغل مع فريق وطني بكتير مجهود كتير كبير. هو الفريق الكولومبي يلي قدر يحصل على 8 ميداليات أولمبية بلندن وكمان من بعدها عين من قبل الرئيس كدبلوماسي بكندا ووطد العلاقات الدبلوماسية الكندية الكولومبية. بعام 2017 عاد إلى كولومبيا وطرح نفسه كمرشح لرئاسة الجمهورية ولكن الحظ ما حالفه. وهو بيقول إنه الخدمة العامة كانت دايما الهدف الأساسي لكل أعماله. إضافة إلى ذلك بيقول السيد جايرو راول إنه حاليا هو المستشار الأعلى للأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة بكولومبيا وب 19 شباط أسس المجلس الدستوري الأعلى أو تأسس المجلس الجمهوري الأعلى للأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة وترأسه وكان عنده كتير تطلعات وأمل بالعمل للأشخاص الفقراء وبيأمل أنه صوته يوصل ويقدر يتعامل مع هؤلاء الأشخاص بجدية أكثر. رسم خريطة طريق وطنية من 4 ركائز. أولا العمل على إدماج أو اندماج هؤلاء الأشخاص بالقطاع الخاص وبالمؤسسات الحكومية الكولومبية. ثانيا التعليم هو أساس لهالأشخاص وحق لهم ويخلي المؤسسات التعليمية تتقبلهم وتساعدهم. وثالثا العمل على تحسين نوعية الحياة المعيشية لكل الشعب الكولومبي. الصعوبات بيقول يلي واجهها بمسيرته هي كيفية مخاطبة هؤلاء الأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة لأنه بدهم عناية كبيرة. بس صار في كتير تقدم بهذا الموضوع خاصة نظرة الشفقة يلي كان الناس ينظروا لهم بما يتعلق بالتوصيات يلي هو بيوصي فيها. بيقول إنه لازم يتغير سلوك الإنسان تجاه هؤلاء الأشخاص وما نخلي الإعاقة الجسدية هي يلي تقرر حياتي وتقرر مسيرتي أو مسيرة هؤلاء الأشخاص. لازم نفكر بالأشخاص يلي بيتخلوا عن أحلامهم كرمال يساعدوا الأشخاص يلي عندهم احتياجات خاصة لأنه هو كمان عم بيضحوا كتير. وإذا بيقول إذا أنا قاعد على كرسي متحرك هذا ما بيقلل من شأني أبداً وما بيمنعني أبداً إني يكون عم بحقق أحلامي. وأخيراً بيقول إنه حلمي إنه الحكومة تتلقف وترعى الأشخاص من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة. بحب يشوف كل كولومبيا متماسكة وصوت واحد تجاه هيدي القضية. This is what we wish to Mr. Raul, Jairo Raul, and we really appreciate everything you are doing for this population. نتشكرك كتير. We are so honored to have you. شكرا لكل متابعينا بلبنان وبكولومبيا. على أمل تكون هالمقابلة نالت إعجابكم. ملتقنا معكم دايما بمقابلة جديدة. انطرونا على مريم تي في. الله معكم.